Welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, we are going to be discussed about JCheckBox in Java. The JCheckBox class is used to create a checkbox. It is used to turn an option on true or off for false. Clicking on a checkbox changing its state from on to off or from off to on. Its inherent JGoogle button class. Now we just turn to the coding example, and here I just import the library for Java Swing, and then go to create the method, and here I just create the method for my class name and J frame f, which is equal to new J frame, and here I just write checked checkbox code. Okay, and this is the title for JFrame, and now check, and this is checkbox, which is check box number 1, which is equal to new J check, it's checkbox. Okay, and here I just write checkbox is Java. So checkbox number 1 dot set boundaries, and the boundaries here is 100 and the 50 is height and 50 is width. Okay, and this is, now I just write copy this checkbox for 2. So here I just write checkbox 1 and create the checkbox 2 and checkbox 2 dot set. So it's a small c. Okay, now here and a small b here. Okay, so after that I just add these checkboxes. So checkbox 1 and then f dot add checkbox 2. Okay, f dot set size, and the size of this frame is 400x 400, and then set layout, so the layout here is null, and then I just change this to C++, and here I just write true. Okay, and at the last for set visible it's also true. Okay, main method public static void main, and then here I just write strings and arguments. Okay, and then here I just write new and the name of the class, so I just make the method to it. Okay, and now I just run this code, and you will see the output for this, so Java and this one. Okay, so this is the simple checkbox. Now we see JCheckBox example with our food order. New class, and here I just write checkbox example. Okay, first of all, as you know that import java x dot swing library, and then import java.awt.event library. Okay, now public class checkbox example extends from J frame, sorry, it's J frame, and then it's implements action listener. Okay, this one. Now J, sorry, it's J label, and I just write the J label as a L. So J check box, which is CB1, checkbox 2, and checkbox 3. Okay, so now here J button B. Okay, and class name, so I just create the method to it, and then L, which is equal to new J label, and then here I just write food order. So this is the title, which is our food order, and then L dot set, and sets are the boundaries here. So it's 50 and 50, and then the height here is 300, and sorry, the width is 300 and height is 220. Okay, and now cb1 dot means checkbox 1, which is equal to new J checkbox, and here it's a burger at the price is 120. Then I just set the boundaries. So cb1 dot set boundaries, and here is a 100, and then 150, and 150 and 20. So I just copy this code for checkbox 2 and checkbox 3. So checkbox 2 and then checkbox, sorry, here's cb3, and it's a T here and juice. Okay, so T cost 150 and then 80. Okay, and the boundaries here is 200, 150, and this one, and 150 on 250 on y-axis. Okay, now after that I just write, sorry, here I just 100, 150, and 200. Okay, now here I just write button B is equal to new J button, and then we have the button which is order. Okay, so J dot set, sorry, it's capital J dot set boundaries, and the boundaries here are 100, 250, 80, and 30. Okay, and now B dot add action listener, and then I just write this as a keyword add. So add is the L here, then add cb1 and add cb2, add CB3 and then add B here. So this is set boundaries are B dot set boundaries, okay? And then after this adding the values, we just go to the size. So set size, which is 400, and here set size, which is 400 and 400. Okay, now here set layout, and the layout here is null, and it's a small, and then set visible, and the visible here is true, and set, sorry, it's set default close operation, and here I just write exit underscore on close, and close this code here. Now we just go to the main method. So public static void main, and then string, sorry, not right now the main method, and it's public void and action perform, and action performed, and action event, which is E. So exceptions, and then float value, which is amount, which is equal to 0, and then after this amount I just take a string as the message, which is equal to empty string, and this is a string here, and then I just write if condition. So if cb1 dot is select, so here I just write amount, which is a concatenation of 100, okay, and then message will be that is equal to burger and 100. So I just write slash n. After that, if cb2 dot is selected, sorry, cb2 dot is selected, and then the statement is amount concatenation plus is equal to, here what is the cost of this second one, so food order, and the t is 150, okay, and this is 120 and 120, okay, and message plus is equal to t, sorry, it's t, and the t cost is 150 here, and I just write slash n. Now if statement, and for checkbox number 3 dot is selected, and then I just write amount, so amount is plus is equal to, and the amount of juice is 80, okay, and now message is equal to juice, and juice cost is 80 and slash n. Now message plus is equal to nothing slash n. So it will print a line only, and then J option pin. So this is important for showing the message. For when you show the message, so you will also use J option pen and then show message dialog. So this message plus and total and then plus amount, and at the last public static void main and then strings argument and then new and the class name here. Okay, so I just make the method to it. So now I just run this code and we have some mistake, I think. Oh yes, performed. Okay, so I just run this code now and I just take the burger tea juice order, and I think we have missed something. Yes, performed. Yeah, performed. Okay, now I just run this code and burger with which is a cost of 120, tea and juice. So you can see here burger which is 120, tea 150, juice 80, and the subtotal of this is 350. Okay, so what we actually do in this um, order system, food order system. So first of all, we just import two libraries. Then we just extend JBox class from JFrame and implement it on action listener. Then I just take a variable as I and three variables as C1, C2, and C3. Then I just take a button and for create a button variable, and then I just make a function or a method. Then I just create a object which is JLabel and food order and set the boundaries to it. So same the case like for C1, CB1, CB2, and CB3. Then I just create a new J button and write the values to it, which is order. Then set the boundaries and add the action listener. Okay, then I just add these all values and set the size of the frame and layout which is null and set visible which is true, and on closed exit on close which is the set default close operations, and then public void action perform which is action event e, it is the exception here, and then I just set the amount which is 0 and message which is empty string. So if condition, so if the values of the burger, values of the tea, and values of the juice, and then the message here. Now J option pane for the dialogs box mean I just create the option pane here like this one when I just click on order. So this is our dialog box. So you cannot change in the dialog box. We will learn about the dialog box in our next upcoming lectures. So at the last I just create a main class and call the functions. So this is the JCheckBox in Java. Thanks for watching this lecture.